Hello everyone, happy 4th of July, Redneckmacguiver here. I'm working with this film. It's called Reflectix. It's 2 pieces of bubble wrap plastic with mylar film on either side. It's flexible in both directions, and 94% of the heat that strikes one surface gets rejected out, and only 6% makes it through to the other side. Got a 94 shitbox Jeep deer lease rescue, and I'm insulating inside the doors. There's a beam right here. It's got a lip on it. This stuff is 6 millimeters thick. It's sound deadening, it's a moisture barrier, and it's also going to go over the surface of this door. So we need to know how much to put in here. I'm going to go ahead and lay it on the bottom. Stick it up underneath the lip. Take your ruby red Sharpie marker and mark out the portion that rises up on the door. This stuff can be cut with a straight razor, scissors, a knife, or if you really want to go fast, you go get Grandma's Christmas carver and cut. You can staple it with staples to your 2x4 rafters. It works best when it's not touching anything else, suspended. You can use pieces of itself to make a standoff, so that it doesn't touch something, and you just load it up, flex it in there, work it around, and set it in there. It's self-standing, really an awesome product. This will keep the heat out in the summertime, keep the heat in the wintertime, deaden the sound, and it's a vapor barrier. So, awesome stuff. Okay. Alright, the rolls come in 16, 24, and 48 inches by 25, 50, and 100 foot. If you want to do the roof of your Jeep to keep the heat out from the summer sun, I would suggest a 50-foot roll. You'll have a lot left over, and it's really cool for other projects, including keeping the sun out of your room, keeping the heat out of your house by closing up your open gaping window holes. So just measure it out, mark it with a Sharpie, and cut it. To right here. Not building a Swiss watch. It doesn't matter if there's a little gap here or there. Alrighty then. this. I like using the long leftover pieces for measuring sticks since they're flexible. That's the amount of Reflectix that it takes to go down into this lip and then up the other side on this support beam there. So just take it, mark it, measure it out. All right, stay right there. You cut it a little long, that's okay. It's under tension. The film stands back away from the metal. So it's not making contact and losing its radiant rejecting heat ability. This is about the hardest part of it right here, just getting it unfolded in the narrow spaces. Working around the sharp sheet metal edge there. Just like that. Thank God for the sheet metal speaker hole in the shitbox, or I wouldn't be able to do this. It gets hung up on every little screw point and head and bracket and arm and everything else that's in there. But the effort is worth it, in my opinion. Makes your AC colder, your heat hotter. Not dealing with those enemies of heat and cold, whether you're in the summertime or the winter. Alrighty. Occasionally you might have to cut around a bracket or a support arm or door lock or something like that, but generally speaking, nothing but a big old hole for a flat plane to lay in. Push it up, push it down into the cavity, push it on this support beam here. Stretch it out. And you're done.
Okay, go.
So let's not forget about the dogs and folks that live in very back here. Try to find your flat planes to apply to. It doesn't matter if it has crinkles and wrinkles and ridges. It works best when it's not touching something. So that just helps out. But yeah, I just cut this here, flatten that out, tape it up, and then come on with another piece that covers that and flattens this whole place out. Slap your trim back up and you're done. Redneck MacGyver. See ya!